Hey, my name is Gayathina, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about why I haven't filmed in a while. Now, most of you have maybe already heard, because I did talk about it a bit on Twitter and in the comments of other people's videos and in some other places, but there is currently kind of a thing going on with YouTube and COPPA and the FTC. Now, I'm not the best person to explain this. Basically, it has to do with like targeted advertising for kids is not allowed, and so you have to mark your videos as made for kids or not. But if you mark them as made for kids, then you lose lots of features like comments, notifications, likes, and if you mark your videos as not for kids, then you can get fined if YouTube does deem it for kids, sort of thing. I'm going to leave some links in the description down below if this is something completely new to you, because I'm really not the best person to talk about this. I don't know a lot about it. I have had my filming on hold because actually the last video I uploaded, which was I want to say somewhere in the first half of November, on the day that I uploaded that and put it up, that was the day that this COPPA thing first happened. And now I know there are some people with some channels that are just still making videos, and you know, they figure we'll be fine, which is fine. I am a naturally anxious and I'm a naturally anxious person. I get stressed easily, I worry a lot. That's just part of who I am. So this whole thing has had me worried, and still has me worried, for quite some time now. And I talked about it a bit with various people, but I thought maybe I should do a video about it as well, since there might be some people who I haven't talked to this about and stuff. So here's a video. It's going to be a bit rambly, as you can tell. It kind of feels weird now to stand in front of a camera when I haven't done that in a while. Actually, on my desk I have a huge pile of books that I've read since I made my last video, in which I reviewed the books that I read up to that point. But you know, at this point I really don't know what's going to happen, and I would like more details and more clarity from like YouTube or the FTC itself, but so far at the point of I'm filming this video right now, I haven't seen or heard anything. So, and the thing is, I have considered going to another platform, but I feel like that isn't quite an option for me. The thing is, if you're a booktube channel that discusses just books for adults, then you don't have as much issues. But I also like to read middle grade books and children's books. Those are maybe about a third of my reading, and a third is young adult and a third is adult, sort of. I mean, not quite, but roughly. And I don't really want to change what I read just because of YouTube rules, right? I want to read what I feel like reading and not be pressured by anything else to not read specific content. So anyway, so I did consider going somewhere else, but there isn't any other really good option, I feel, that I know of. So I currently have a Twitter account and an Instagram account. I like using Instagram to watch like other people's stories and pictures, but I don't post a lot myself. I don't quite know how a lot of it works. I can only do very basic things with it on my phone, and I don't like typing long texts on my phone. I have grown up using the computer, Windows computer, and so I can edit images on the computer. I edit my videos on the computer. I can type quite quickly, but only on the computer, because on your phone you have, you know, not a normal keyboard. So I like using Instagram to read my friends' posts, but it's not quite for me. And you know, Twitter is way too short to really discuss a book review. I used to have a blog way back in, I think, 2012. Nothing really ever happened with it. Not many people read it. I don't think it's for me. And to be honest, I used to read a lot more books than I do nowadays. I used to read them more in the past. Part of that reason is that for some reason a lot of the blogs I used to follow are no longer sending me notifications. and I don't really want to go to every blog individually. I used to use Blog Lovin for a while, but then I noticed that it wasn't showing me things in chronological order, so at some point it would start showing me blogs I had read and books I hadn't read, like mixed in between, and it was just too confusing. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So basically it's YouTube or nothing. I do post about the books I read on a forum that I'm on, which maybe a couple of people that are on there watching this, maybe, but there's not that many people on there as there used to be, so I feel like that on its own, like, my posts on there are not getting lots of interaction, which is okay, but like, yeah, I want to talk to my booktube friends as well, obviously. So yeah, basically I ramble first. Another thing that's been going on with me for the past few months that I have mentioned in previous videos is that I've come off some medication. I have come off that completely since a couple of weeks ago. No, actually longer than a couple of weeks ago. Since a while ago, but I don't have as much energy as I used to, and all the input from like outside, such as sounds, smells, light, all is much more intense, which costs me energy. So sounds are a lot louder, for example. I now have to turn my volume down a bit more than I had before. Anyway, that's okay if you can control the volume of like what you're, the video that you're listening to or the music, but I can't control like the outside world. So I am having to find a new balance in how my energy is now and what I do, the things I do and stuff. So this COPPA thing caused me stress for a while. Then I decided I would put filming on hold. That helped a bit, because I also have like a list of like 10 plus like tags that I've been tagged in and stuff, and that I want to do. So it was kind of being a bit overwhelming as well. But yeah, so some people say check your analytics, but I have a very small channel. I don't have enough views to even see any age analytics for the entire lifetime of my channel. YouTube just says not enough data. And same for the gender analytics, by the way. And the country analytics seem to be a bit off as well. So I have no idea. Like, I know from the people who comment on my videos, I know I know who you are, but the people who view and don't leave a comment, or the people who view me and aren't subscribed, I don't know who you are. So, I don't know. I have privated a few videos. I have marked some videos as made for kids. I've marked most of my videos as not made for kids when I review a book that is for adults or young adults. But to be honest, the whole thing is confusing. This fine is confusing because this fine, you can, I should maybe explain that. They say you can get fined for up to $42,000 per video. I don't have a lot of money. We are currently trying to find a house, as in a new house to move into, and it is proving to be quite difficult because I don't have much. And yeah, anyway, I have still tried to watch YouTube for the most part. There was a time where I was a bit angry at YouTube, so I didn't feel as much like watching YouTube videos, and to be honest, I also feel like a little bit like jealous that lots of people can still make videos, whereas I feel that I can't and shouldn't. So that feels a bit weird. I mean, I would love it if, YouTube and, whatever law came forward and put way more clearly what is happening here, because I really need some more like clarity and details, because I really don't like vagueness. I am autistic and I need things to be as clear and detailed as possible. Also, I am lawful good, so that means basically I want to adhere to the law at all times. That is, I feel quite strongly about that. I, in fact, like, if somebody else is going through a red light, that upsets me. I I mean, I wouldn't do it, but you know, that just, I just have a strong sense of I don't want to say justice, but like conscience, and yeah. Okay, I'm rambling kind of a bit. Where was I going with this? So I would really love to talk to you about the books I've been reading, but since a couple of them are like middle grade, or for, let's say, people under like 15, I don't know if I can do that. I have seen some channels that talk about the books they read, but they don't talk about the middle grade books they read, if that makes sense. I don't know if it works that way or not, but yeah, I don't feel right that I can't say anything about those books, if that makes sense. Like, I want to talk about all my reading and not just talk about 2/3 of it and not talk about the other third. If that makes sense. I know probably most of my viewers are more interested in the adult books that I read, or the young adult books that I read, but I don't really know. Strangely enough, actually, my most viewed videos, which I have now privated, are a couple of book reviews that I did of middle grade books. And those videos were getting more views every week than my normal, regular, all other videos, basically. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if kids was watching that or something. So anyway, those, I've privated those, so I'm not particularly proud of them. And to be honest, most people seem to, you know, in your analytics, you can see like the average view time when people stop watching you, and that's very quick for me. So I'm thinking, like, my regular subscribers watch like most of my videos through the end, but the people who are probably not subscribed to me tend to click off way quicker, maybe? But I don't know. Yeah, so I don't really know what's gonna happen at this point. If you want to stay in touch with me, at least please comment. Like I said, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I have an email. I also have a more like personal email that I tend to use way more often, but obviously don't want to put on the internet because it contains my first and last name. I miss making videos, but like, yeah, is there a point to make a video when maybe in a month I'll have to remove them all? I don't know. We don't know. I'm not someone who likes to take risks as well. I'd rather be safe than sorry. That's me. I'm not risky. I'm not adventurous. This is my Christmas tree, by the way. I thought it'd be nice to have it in the background. I've seen a few of the people that I watch have made videos with their Christmas tree in the background. So I hope you don't mind that I took that idea from you, Tia and all the books, among other people. But I thought it would be nice. It is dark right now outside, so I can't film in my usual location because it's dark. And so natural lighting is a no-go right now. And I thought I should make this video now that I came up with, you know, the idea of wanting to make this video. If that makes any sense. So yeah, we have a bit of an unusual Christmas tree in terms of the decorations in it, but actually this year it's the first year that I haven't actually hung any like Christmas balls in it. We have some like heart-shaped ones and then some actual balls, but I like all these other little things way more, and so well, usually we hang them both in, but I just decided this year, you know, it's good like this. And a lot of these are oh, I don't know if this is a big tripod, so it's not as manageable as like the small one, but these are giant microbes Christmas decorations, and I love them. I'm not sure if this is how it was before, but well, I think that's moved it. I'm not entirely sure how the view was before, so I apologise. Yeah. And we've actually changed, well, I say we, but actually my partner, my boyfriend, he's changed things around in this room. This is my living room, our living room. And so yeah, I miss making videos, but other than making this one, I don't know if I can, I mean, so what I've done right now is all the sort of videos that have at least one book in them that appeals to children, I've marked as for kids, but like then you lose a lot of features. Now with the older videos, you know, that's not as bad because, you know, nobody's really still commenting on them, but like for new videos, I don't want to lose my comments when I talk about kids books, because I want to hear what, you know, there's not much point making a video if nobody can comment. Then I have to be like, well, please go on Twitter and tell me what you thought of this video. Like, I don't want to oblige anyone to have a Twitter account for one, because I know some people choose not to be on Twitter, which is fine. So, yeah, I don't know at this point what's going to happen. I said that already. I'm so sorry. This is very rambly. I'm gonna try to edit a bit. Also, I'm kind of I'm in my pajamas. These are actually French pajamas. I don't know if you can see that, but I bought them when I was on holiday in France because I liked them. Because this empty battery is basically me most times, so I could relate. I just got out of the shower, so that's why the wet hair. And it's kind of it's different, like watching YouTube when you can't make, or when you're not making videos yourself, because like I want to talk about books, but yeah. So at this point, yeah, I don't know. This might be my last video. I mean, I hope not. I hope that there will be some more clarity and that BookTube for large part will be safe. But, you know, I don't know. And, you know, I have wanted to do like these 10 tags and some other videos. It's going to be the end of the year. I would love to make like best books of 2019 that I've read and worst books, and you know, I haven't made a monthly summary since September, so I haven't done, since August actually, I haven't done my September, October, November, all this summaries with the graphs and stuff. I don't know if that would appeal to kids or not. I mean, I wouldn't think that any kids would be interested in my reading statistics, but you know, I would love to do another end of the year, like statistics of the whole year video like I did last year, which took a lot of time to make, but that was really fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love an answer from like an actual person with authority from YouTube or from the FTC. Now there are some people saying that they've marked their videos as mature, so you have to say that you're over 18 years of older to watch. But I think that is a nice line of thinking, but I don't know if it is like illegal to do that when your videos don't actually contain mature content, because like I don't swear in my videos, and you know, there's not much actual, like I talk about books, but there is no, like, you know, a 17-year-old could still watch it, if that makes sense. The whole thing is a little bit strange. I don't use ads on my videos. I can't use ads on my videos. I'm way too small a channel. Sorry, I keep doing this. I don't know why. Even if I could have ads on my videos, I don't think I would. But that's another discussion. After being on YouTube for, I'm gonna say, a year and 5 months. A year and four months. 4 or 5 months. A year and 4.5 months. I have, let us put it this way, between 180 and 200 subscribers, just so I can be safe in case it really changes. Interestingly, so I haven't uploaded much in the past few months. You may have noticed that. And interestingly, when I stopped uploading is when I gained a lot of when I gained a few subscribers, because I never gained a lot of them, but like a few. So people always say, you know, regularly upload, you know, at least once a week, be consistent. And I'm like, I gained more subscribers when I didn't upload anything for a while. Like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know who most of these people are, because you can only see who it is if depending on their saying. So anyway, rambliness. Well, that's all I can think of to say for now. If you made it this point in the video, thank you very much. Please feel free to leave a comment on this YouTube video, or on Twitter, or, you know, in an email or on Instagram, or, you know, just if you watch me and you made it this point, I'd like to know. So the future is uncertain, which is something I always find hard to deal with. Uncertainties is, yeah. Well, I hope this video made some sort of sense, because it's almost the end of the day. I'm tired, but I had the sudden idea to make this video, so I thought maybe I should do it while I'm thinking about it. Like, while I'm thinking in my head what I want to say, maybe I should just go ahead and say it, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm not looking in the camera a whole lot. I know that bothers some people, but for me, I feel that's kind of similar as if you were having a conversation with me, because then I wouldn't look into your eyes all the time anyway, because I find eye contact difficult, and so looking at myself on the view screen or in the camera is also difficult. So that's how I see it. But so when I started to come off the medication, that was the beginning of September, when I started to slowly lower the dose. This is also around the same time that I was wondering, you know, my channel doesn't seem to be doing how other channels are doing. Like, I've been on YouTube for, well, like I just said, but at the time, you know, at least over a year. And, you know, it's hard work. And then you start to wonder. So what I then did was, instead of making individual book reviews, I then made some videos discussing a couple of books at a time, thinking that is something that might help, and that a couple of people have also recommended to me. And most booktubers do a monthly wrap-up, or like maybe a two-part wrap-up per month, in which I discuss all the books that they read. So that's what I tried to do in my last few videos, but then this COPPA thing happened, and I had to, well, I thought I had to stop. So yeah, but you know, my self-esteem is not great. I always feel like once people get to know me, like, and I get to know them, then like we like each other. But people don't usually have a good first impression of me, I think, based on like my experiences in real life, so to speak, like in high school and stuff. Anyway, this is turned into a rambling mess, so yeah, I'll probably have to do some editing, because I was going somewhere with this, but it's late and this video's gone on long enough, and I just don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Basically, I was concerned for a while, like doing YouTube, so making videos, editing videos, uploading, all that, and watching YouTube is taking up a huge part of my time. And so I was wondering for a while, is it worth it? Then I decided to continue, and then this COPPA thing happened. Yeah. Because in all honesty, the time I spend with BookTube is like this, and the time that I actually spend reading is more like this. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So, right now I always seem to be a few days behind. But there's only so much time in a day. Right now some people are doing Vlogmas, and like, I try, but it's hard. I already spent lots of time watching BookTube. I can only watch videos at 1x speed. My brain just does not compute anything faster, really. I know some people can watch or listen to YouTube videos at much faster, and also do audiobooks faster. I cannot. I have to watch everything at ×1 speed. My brain just doesn't compute. So sometimes people, like, for example, Booksandlala has made vlogs, and then you see her driving the car, and then she's playing the audiobook quite fast. And I can barely understand what's being said there. I can't. I'm like, how can you? It's amazing that some people's brains can just do that, because mine can't. So I have to watch everything at ×1 speed. Now, not that I don't want to complain about that or anything. I'm just, yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that, because then people sound how they normally sound as well. But, like, I could definitely get more reading done if I didn't spend as much time with BookTube, but I do enjoy BookTube. And most of the book recommendations I get come from BookTube, or people I met through BookTube. So, yeah, if I didn't have BookTube, I wouldn't get as many book recommendations. I wouldn't have a lot of my friends. Oh, well, I mean, we could still talk, but I mean, like, I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for BookTube, sort of thing. And met is in the sense of, like, online, because I haven't actually met any booktubers in real life. Okay, I should probably wrap this up. In case this is my last video, at least for a while, if you've been a supporter of my channel at any point in the past, or a supporter of me, or we're friends, or anything, you know, I just want to say I really appreciate you. You know, and all the comments and talks that we've had, and maybe are still having. I love talking with people about books, and so I really appreciate all of you. And I also try to, like, support as many channels as I can as well. And I just want to thank you, and, you know, regardless of what happens with BookTube, I hope I can at least stay in touch with a lot of people. And I know I'm not, like, as excitable as some other people. I can assure you that I do mean it from the heart. I don't know if that's where my heart is, but... So, yeah. Thank you for everything, and... well, I hope to see you again soon, but we will see. Thank you very much, and if you want to, please leave a comment down below and tell me hello, say that you were here, or, you know, send a heart or whatever. Or if you're on the computer, you might not be able to, but just type anything. As long as it's nice, but you get what I mean, right? Just no weird things, but exactly, that doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm really rambling now. Bye!